What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to EV Garage. Today we are going to be doing a plastics restoration video and just a how-to. So let's hop straight into it. Tools you're gonna need: torch, sandpaper. I just have a sanding block. This side is a little bit rougher coarse, but I like to use this side. I believe it's a 500 grit sandpaper, or no, 500 on the back and then 750 or 800 on the back. Wet damp cloth and a razor blade. So to show you guys this technique, it's just pretty simple. You can finish it off also with some wax and dry or and a buffing wheel. It gives it kind of a nice shine, but I do not recommend this if your plastics are all destroyed and brittle. Honestly, if they're just kind of beat up and look a little funky like this, then I would recommend doing this. If they fall apart in your fucking hands, do not do this. But for now, these aren't destroyed. There's no big cracks or nothing in them, so I'm just gonna go the route of storing them. I put a piece of tape right here to show you guys the before and then the after. I mean, I did that backwards. The before and then the after. So yeah, step one, I'm just gonna wanna go across it lightly with a razor blade. If you go across it lightly, you'll see this part's not very oxidized, but like down here it's pretty oxidized. When you go across it with the razor blade, it will peel off that top layer like that. And you just take your damp cloth and get that off. So that's just stage one. So we'll hop into that. Alright y'all, so once you went over it with the razor blade, gave it kind of a nice smooth texture. The main part of the razor blade is just getting those deep cuts out and those nicks, kind of giving it a flatter surface. After that, you're gonna want to wet sand. So I just like to dip the block in some water, and you get straight on it, and you just get away to sand them. So yeah, I'll get back with you guys when I'm done that. Alright you guys, so once you get it nice and sanded, it should have a really smooth, nice finish to it. But now we're going to actually focus on glossing it up. As you can see on the edge here, I laid the torch just right along the edge there, and it gives it its shine back. So you don't want to hold it on there for too long. You want to continuously move across, because if you hold it on there too long, it will bubble up and ruin the plastic. So you don't want to do that. You just want to go across it lightly, give it that little shine, let it cool down, and then after that we're going to hit it with some wax. Alright, we moved over here so that I can plug in my buffer. So just a regular car buffer. I'm pretty sure I just got it super cheap off of OfferUp, like 15 bucks, and I'm sure Harbor Freight sells them. But yeah, just a normal buffer. I'm gonna be using some Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, stuff I use on cars, restores color really well. So just go through it with some compound and then finish it off with some wax, and we'll see how this turns out. Alright. So I'm gonna go across it with the buffer. I hope it turns out good. If it turns out like shit, this is not getting uploaded. I've never tried it before, so we're gonna try on this. Alright, y'all, so after that process, you really don't need to wax and compound it. It didn't change much. You're never gonna get that brand new plastic shine back, but you can definitely get rid of this type of stuff. So I took off the tape and you can see the border line right there. So yeah, it definitely helps. Oh my god, the fucking camera, man. God damn it, focus. There we go. So yeah, you can definitely see where it splits off and see how dirty and oxidized these plastics were before that. So yeah, it doesn't make them brand new, but it definitely works. So now I'm gonna go across this big old boy, go across the whole thing. And then I also have my front plastics over there. Don't ignore the garage, it's a mess. Where's the Banshee though? I'm waiting on some parts for it. That's why there hasn't been any videos. I've also been pretty busy. But we're gonna start off by going through all this with a razor blade, sanding, torch, then buffing and waxing. And then you can also go across it with some soapy water and a Magic Clean Mystery Eraser. It works really well. But yeah, I'm gonna start by going across this whole plastic. Alright, you guys, all finished up. They're looking much better than before. On the waxing and compound part, I ended up not using the buffer and just used some of this wax and dry spray wax that I use on my truck and gave it a nice finish. Obviously, you're never going to have the nice shine that brand new plastics have unless you paint or do anything like that. I actually did paint some plastics on this bike. I don't know if you can see these, but those are actually painted. It's Plastidip with some clear coat over it. I found that the Plastidip holds a lot better than regular paint when you're riding on trails. So I dipped those, dipped the guards and stuff. But yeah, back to the matter at hand. Got a little sidetracked. These look great. I'll play some B-roll shots real quick of them. But yeah, they looked really good. Just the few step process of taking the razor blade, getting off and smoothing out the plastics. Then you take some 400 and then 800 grit sandpaper, and then you can go all the way up to like 1200 to get a super smooth finish. I found that the 400 and 800 worked great. But yeah, I'm just really happy with the way they turned out. They look super clean, super good, and they're gonna look great on the Banshee. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.